as Oprah would say, take a seat, take a seat. Welcome to Jimmy Kimmel Live. I am your guest host, Sean Hayes. Thank you very much. Jimmy is on vacation doing what he does best, falling asleep on the toilet for days at a time. This is my final night guest hosting. I know, I'll miss me too. But I thought maybe the best way to express my feelings about my lovely week here at the show would be through song. Oh, I'm not going to sing, but it would be the best way. We've had a great run, a great one. The YouTube comments have been effusive. Have no idea who Sean Hayes is. Who the hell is Sean Hayes? Who he, me. And just to clear things up, I am Sean Hayes, award-winning actor, producer, lover. No. I know it can be confusing because there are a lot of Sean Hayeses out there. For instance, some of you may have been expecting to see this Sean Hayes, who's a Canadian strongman. I mean, look at that guy. But this way? No, this way. Yeah, that Sean Hayes would have obliterated my mom's hoo-ha. I mean, I'm just guessing. I'm also not the Sean Hayes who wrote this book about backpacking through the Amazon. That is definitely not me. I hate snakes, and the woods make me rashy. And I'm so sorry to anyone watching because they think I'm WWE wrestling coach Sean Hayes. Yeah, look at that. This might surprise you, but I will not be participating in Squatober. I'm still sore from the hammy I pulled last Jawgust. Right on it. And lastly, I want to apologize to anyone who tuned in because you loved the pre-owned Corolla you bought from the Sean Hayes at Stadium Toyota in Tampa. I'm talking to you, Norma. 5 stars for great service? Yes? Is it, yeah. 5 stars. Is it sad that that's the best review I've ever gotten? Yes, it is, yeah. But tonight, in the spirit of togetherness, I would like to invite every Sean Hayes on Earth to join me next Squatober at Stadium Toyota in Tampa for the first ever Sean-a-thon. I'm gonna sing show tunes. Amazon Sean's gonna teach us how to drink our own pee. And Canadian Sean's gonna throw a couple Land Cruisers around the lot. It's the Sean of a new era, and you're all invited. Yeah. Today, as you may know, was Take Your Dog to Work Day, and tomorrow is Clean Poodle Out of the Break Room Carpet Day. This week was also the 146th Annual Westminster Kennel Club Dog Show, and the winner was... a dog. The award for Best in Show went to a bloodhound named Trumpet. And the best part is he has no idea. Here's Trumpet celebrating with his handler seconds before he decapitated her. The runner-up this year was a French bulldog named Winston. Winston is the alternate, meaning he would be sworn in as Best in Show in the event Trumpet tries to incite a dog insurrection and overthrow the Kennel Club. In Florida, yeah. Let's hear it for Trumpet. Trumpet. In Florida this week, they found the most Florida thing of all, a 215-pound Burmese python. Yeah, it's over 18 feet long, so just a little bit smaller than my Come on, it's funny because it's true. Have you been following the Herschel Walker campaign / slow motion train wreck? Yeah, Herschel Walker, of course, is the former football star who traded his helmet for a MAGA hat and could be the next Republican senator from Georgia. If elected, he would make history as the first U.S. senator to not know how many states there are in the U.S.
I want people of Georgia to know that if you want to get this Georgia back together, you want to get this country back together, you got to vote for people that believes in this country. And if you don't believe in the country, leave and go somewhere else. If it's a worse state, why are you here? Why don't you leave? Go to another. There's what, 51 more other states you can go to.
Yeah. Marty. Yeah, he thinks there are 52 states. Yeah. Well, a lot of people forget about East Virginia and Texas. I guess technically there are 52 American states if you count hopelessness and depression. And by the way, he's leading in the polls right now, which makes us the dumbest country in the world! USA! 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 It's both beautiful and creepy at the same time. This is an interesting development for men who like to masturbate. Guillermo, pay attention to this.
Okay.
Chinese researchers have reportedly invented a mind-reading device that can detect when guys are looking at porn. Apparently, you can tell a man is watching porn because the electronic patterns show a spike in brainwave activity and also his peen is out. Meanwhile, researchers in the U.S. have made some new discoveries about the coronavirus. It turns out women are more likely to experience long COVID, while men are much more likely to claim they have really long COVID when it's really average at best. Wow, yeah. Yeah, sure. While we have tamed the pandemic in many ways, we all still have questions about COVID from time to time, and you just wish you had a doctor that could answer them for you. Luckily, now you do, and his name is me. That's right. In 2013, Illinois State University bestowed upon me an honorary doctorate, a certificate that qualifies me to answer any medical queries you might have in these confusing times. And I never even had to go to doctor school or whatever it's called. So it's time once again for Dr. Sean's COVID Corner. Here's a question I get a lot. Experts say we're out of the pandemic phase of COVID. Is this true? Yes, sirree. The virus is out of the pandemic phase and is now entering its rebellious phase, where it will get a nose ring and do whippets with its friends behind an Arby's. Another one I've been getting lately is, why is BA 2.1 called a subvariant? There's a query that knocks me socks off. Subvariant means a variant of a variant, but in this case, we use the word sub because it came to life when a New York subway rat ate a pigeon who had eaten an infected calzone. The rat then bit a breakdancer who spread it all over with a windmill halo headspin. It was like breaking two, electric boogaflu. Here's a question I've seen a lot on Facebook. Does the vaccine prevent me from getting pregnant? N to the O. The vaccine does not prevent you from getting pregnant. The reason you're having trouble getting pregnant is because you're a 58-year-old guy named Dennis. That is my 58-year-old brother, Dennis. Never give up, Den. Okay, occasionally, I get questions about other viruses of concern, like this one. I recently read that monkeypox is a new disease that primarily targets homosexuals. Is this true? Not in these trousers, buddy boy. Monkeypox has been around for decades and can infect anyone. It's not a homosexual disease. That's a rumor started by right-wing homophobes because the first case of the disease was discovered in Curious George, who happens to be a monkey and happened to be curious about his sexuality during freshman year of Bible college, when he experimented with his roommate, a baboon named Fabulous Spruce. My honorary doctorate extends to other scientific fields as well, such as zoology. So here's a question from my colleagues at the San Bernardino Zoo. Is it true that koalas can catch chlamydia? Sadly, yepperdoodle. In some parts of Australia, 90% of the koala population has chlamydia. It's been a long time since they've had a g'day in their furry little vagamites. So, why is this venereal disease so prevalent among koalas? It's because koalas have 2 thumbs on each hand, and as a result, it's nearly impossible for them to put on a condom. Koalas might look cute, but in reality, they're thirsty little bitches who raw dog each other in eucalyptus trees. Trust me, I'm Dr. Sean. And one more thing, it's time to bleep and blur the big TV moments of the week, whether they need it or not. It's This Week in Unnecessary Censorship.
Well, today is a day to celebrate Dad, and the best present you can possibly give him, probably just together.
I went to my 45th high school reunion last Friday. I a lot of friends that I went to school with.
The president also says he is fine after hard.
Much of the Midwest melting under record highs.
I've just been staying inside. I've to my so that's about it.
Patrick Schwarzenegger was on with Jimmy Kimmel last night. Well, actually, Sean Hayes was the guest host. And Patrick talked about his and technology.
Quite honestly, I mean, this was the largest I had ever come across, and I did a whoa.
Don't forget, you can report holes you see on the city's website. There are plenty of them out there.
We two dead people when I wrote my letter to Congress, and subsequent to that, we two more. That's 1, 2, 3, 4 people.
He my butt for a lot of years. A lot of years. I'm gonna put it like this. We each other's butt. How about that?
Name something you might start doing if your new neighbor's a nudist.
Depends, but I might